At this point, we're probably gonna need an entire volume to go into depth about what happened during the Boruto time skip. The further we go into the story, the more questions that get raised. How is Boruto and Momoshiki's relationship? How did Kashin, Koji, and Boruto stumble across each other? And how do they know so much about the Ten Tails? And for the love of God, where is Kakashi? Alright, the last one wasn't something that I was actually wondering, but you don't know how many times I see people ask that in my comment section. And it's gonna be the same answer every time. I don't have a single clue. There's a lot more questions that need answering that I'm not gonna sit here all day and name, but one of the more interesting questions that I believe need answering the most is the unspoken impact that Orochimaru has on the story right now. Now, of course, before we get into this video, I want to kindly ask if you would leave a quick like on the video, as it would help the video extremely, and I mean extremely, in the YouTube algorithm, as well as gravitate new supporters to the channel. So let's try to reach around 400 likes for this video. As always, for my real ones, of course you know I appreciate you. But without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Wait, hold on fellas. Before we get into the video, I just want to take the time to shout out Mecha Japan for the new merchandise. Mecha Japan is an online store that sells products from major Japanese licenses such as Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Bleach, and many more. Mecha Japan has more than 40,000 high quality products from Japan. The prices are very nice and the customer service team is very responsive and always happy to answer you in English, with worldwide shipping. Find many rare or very rare Japanese products that you can only find available on mechajapan.com. Follow Mecha Japan on X or Instagram to get the latest updates and information on all your favorite products, and also to get in on any new ongoing promotions. Use code 6path05 at checkout for $5 off orders $80 or more. As you can see on the screen right here, they sent me some more cool figures for me to show you guys. This time, I decided to include figures from one of my favorites in Dragon Ball Z. You see, we have Goku from his battle on Namek against Frieza, as well as this new Dragon Ball Super Broly figure as well. Definitely needed this one. Broly is one of my favorite characters, so I knew it was a no-brainer for me. And of course, you know we had to grab some more Naruto figures. As you can see, we got Minato from the popularity poll event that got him his own one-shot manga. You can even see it got the number 99 on the Rasengan. Then along with Minato, I got the Sage Mode Naruto figure as well as another Boruto figure. The quality on these things is pretty good. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of these series, so having these honestly just made my day. You could probably go back on my channel and find some old Dragon Ball Z videos I used to do. These are my two favorite anime right here. But again, this video is sponsored by Mecha Japan, so shout out to them for granting me this opportunity for the second time now. Once again, use my promo code 6path05 at checkout for $5 off orders $80 or more. And now that we got all that out the way, let's continue on with the video. So at this point, I think I speak for everyone when I say it's pretty obvious that Orochimaru has some sort of impact on the story. All we need to know is how long has he been in the loop of things. Of course, the first time where we learned that Boruto was in close connections with Orochimaru was chapter 9. You can see very clearly that this is in fact Orochimaru's hideout in the background. The walls and snake candle things really give it away. I think Orochimaru been in the picture way before this. I would say even before Sasuke was turned into a tree. Now let's think, when would be a good time for Orochimaru to come into play? Honestly, I would say a little while after Boruto and Sasuke fled the village. When they both left Konoha, the main focus was of course Ada's omnipotence and Naruto's disappearance. Can't forget about that. Odds are that Boruto already told Sasuke of Naruto's location, most likely a few days after they left the village. You know, just probably to further push his case on his innocence in this situation, to further gain Sasuke's trust. So let's just say the main focus was Shinjutsu as a whole. To gain a better understanding on the situation and how to reverse it, they would have to do more research on Shinjutsu and the Otsutsuki. Obviously, the ideal person you would try to go to further research the problem and maybe come up with a solution would be Yamato. But the current state of Konoha makes it super difficult to do such things. Yamato also wouldn't want to be caught collaborating with Rogue Ninja. So with Yamato not really being an option, I'm assuming Sasuke would tell Boruto that he wants to see Orochimaru. for certain details and study revolving around the Otsutsuki. Of course, now that Boruto is considered 100% Otsutsuki and he has a karma, it makes it easier to do this research, especially if during the time skip, Boruto would see rapid changes to his body, such as permanently manifesting Momoshiki's Byakugan in his right eye, as well as gaining the ability to fly. We don't know when he started to see these abilities start to manifest, but my guess is that it couldn't have been too long since him becoming 100% Otsutsuki. Perhaps the reason they went to Orochimaru in the first place is to perform tests on his body. Maybe then they could learn more about the Otsutsuki. Sasuke could confirm Boruto's true identity and possibly determine their next move. So you see, the connection is there, scientifically speaking, but maybe Orochimaru had more of an impact on Boruto than just being his means of researching. In chapter 12, Boruto has revealed that he can now use Wind Style Breakthrough. It's an incredibly strong gust of wind that can either be used omnidirectional or focused onto a single target. This move was seen to be mainly used by Orochimaru and Mitsuki. Although this is a dope move for Boruto to learn, it also shows just how strong of a connection that Boruto has with Orochimaru. I believe that even though Sasuke is no longer accompanying Boruto, he's still been keeping in contact with Orochimaru for secret training. Along with Kashin Koji, Boruto has been going through special training to perfectly combat the Otsutsuki. When you take a look at the new moves and techniques that Boruto learned throughout the time skip, they all make perfect sense for Boruto to have. He doesn't have any techniques that wouldn't help him significantly in his journey. Flying Raijin is a way to counter space-time ninjutsu, as well as provide a way for Boruto to easily dodge incoming attacks from Code's claw marks, or even Kawaki's Shinjutsu abilities. Aside from being a way for Boruto to move around swiftly and efficiently, as you can see, it also helps him against other Shinjutsu. A Rasengan that negates all types of durability. We know the Otsutsuki have insane regenerative abilities as well as a super durable body. So a Rasengan that hits so hard it negates all types of durability, essentially one-shotting them, and applies a lingering side effect that slowly unalives its target from the inside out, that's a perfect technique to use against Otsutsuki. Not even Otsutsuki, it's a perfect technique to use against anyone for that matter. Even Kenjutsu has its benefits too. So mostly everything Boruto uses can also be used against the Otsutsuki, and it's very effective against them. And I don't think this is a mere coincidence, especially when you take into account that Sasuke and Boruto knew that guys like Code was still out there looking for both of them. This special Otsutsuki training could have been put in place for Boruto once Orochimaru found out about Omnipotence, or the threat of the Ten Tails later on from Kashin Koji. But what makes the most sense is Boruto having this training after he collaborated with Kashin Koji. I only say this because it was stated that Koji assisted Boruto with the development of his version of the Flying Raijin. But keep in mind, when it says he helped Boruto, I think it means he made it easier for Boruto to move around using the Flying Raijin. As we all know, the difference between Boruto's Flying Raijin and Minato's is that Boruto cannot mark living beings, such as the Shinju, regular people, or animals. He can only mark inanimate objects like the pins on his jacket that the toads carry around, and his sword, of course. Who knows if that'll change in the future? I mean, it probably will, but as for now, that's his limitation. So them learning about the threat of the Ten Tails would possibly encourage them to entrust everything to Boruto, and helping him develop these techniques that'll help him later on in the story. Now, the fact that Boruto keeps pulling out new moves every time he fights means we're most likely in store for more new abilities that he learned. If it's possible that he's learned ninjutsu from 3 other shinobi, then there's no way we've seen the end of these new techniques from Boruto. Honestly, I believe the story can go 3 or 4 different ways according to how everything is set up. We can either get a flashback where it shows how Kashin Koji knows about the Thorn Soul and how much about the Ten Tails in general. We can also get the first showing of Orochimaru in the Two Blue Vortex manga, as it has been foreshadowed for 3 or so chapters now. So that is also very likely. Or what I believe is most likely, Momoshiki emerging and taking control over Boruto's body and fighting JURA with no holding back. I believe the story can go in any of these directions. It really all depends on the cover of chapter 13. Will it be Orochimaru, Kashin Koji, or Momoshiki? You know what? I'm not gonna guess it myself. I want to hear what y'all think. Who will be on the cover of chapter 13? In what direction will the story go? Will it go in the direction of any of the possibilities I just mentioned? Or is there another possibility you have in mind that I didn't mention? Hey, let me know all your thoughts and ideas in the comment section down below, and I'll try my best to respond to as many people as I can. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this relatively short video about Orochimaru's impact in the story. If you liked the video and want to see more like this, then make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss another video in the near future, or when I go live for chapter spoilers later this month. Chapter 13 is set to release August 20th, so expect a live stream a couple days earlier to talk about the spoilers. But until my next video, I'll see y'all boys and girls later, and I'm out. Peace.